Just over a year ago, I purchased the Olympus XA2 to use as my daily carry camera. And now, a year later, having carried it with me absolutely everywhere, I want to give you my thoughts, my opinions, and tell you how it performs as a daily carry. The good, the bad, and the surprising. In March last year, I released a YouTube video about the Olympus XA2, giving my initial thoughts and feelings about the camera after using it for about a month. That video did really well on YouTube, so thank you for everyone who watched that. But a lot has changed since then. I've put different films through the camera, I'd say my style of photography has changed, and I now find myself predominantly wanting to shoot black and white. Now, I've loved using this little camera. It's helped me capture a lot of very special memories that I wouldn't have been able to capture otherwise, which is ultimately the goal and the purpose of why I got this camera in the first place. It was meant to be a daily carry camera, and that's what it's been. It's helped me capture those little moments in life and helped me document my life. I've shot a lot of work on this camera and I'm really happy with some of the results I've got out of it. Like I said, there's been those little moments and those photos that I've been able to capture because I had it on me that I maybe wouldn't have been able to get before. So for that reason, it's really performed well. And like I said, I've had some photos printed out. I've got some up at home and I'm gonna get more because I'm really happy with the results. So yes, in terms of a daily carry camera, it's perfect. I literally can't complain. It smashes it every time. It's the camera I'll always go to grab. I'll always go to grab it over my phone to capture a picture, which again was a really big reason as to why I bought it in the first place. And like I said in the first video, for those of you that watched it, it allows me to have that even less resistance. So yeah, in terms of a daily carry, it's absolutely perfect. I really can't complain.
We are in the office today. Yesterday we were out on a shoot with Wildish, shooting for a company called Cookable, doing a nice little chefing shot stuff with a very nice house.
What do you reckon we shoot on the average shoot? Maybe like 100 gig? And that's like, that would be a big shoot?
Average shoot probably 100 to 200 gig.
How much did we shoot, Josh?
474 gigabytes. A lot of gigabytes. Nearly half a terabyte even. That's a lot of data. This woman gave her dog an egg, and the dog was really delicate with it, and then it dropped it, smashed it, and slipped on.
Can you find that please and put it straight in the chat like you should have done when you found it?
Now, because I'm using it every single day, it needs to be as versatile as possible, and it already is because it's just zone focusing. It's, you know, really quick to just get a picture out, but that means I've had to shoot some versatile film stocks through it. So I've mainly shot Ottr 400, which is really solid film. I really love the colours that it produces. And then in the last few months, I've started shooting a lot of HP5, and I pretty much now only shoot HP5. I haven't bought or shot any Ottr 400 in, I want to say, at least 4 or 5 months. At the end of the day, because this is a daily carry camera and you have such limited controls with it, you need it to be as versatile as possible. That's why I've been shooting ISO 400 and pushed it and pulled it a little bit here and there, but I always find that 400 is the most versatile stock that I can shoot. It's pretty good in low light and it's great in the daytime. The highlights sometimes tend to blow out a little bit, but for a little camera that's just documenting my life, I really can't complain. I found that because you have such limited controls with the XA2, it allows you to just fully focus on your composition. Obviously, once you've set your ISO, so 400 on here, and you've got your focus set, that's all you have to do, you know, is straight onto your composition then, which is, I think, something that I wanted to develop when I bought the camera last year. That brings me nicely into my next point, which is the fact that because it is so simple and limited in a way, I don't know if it's the best camera for you if this is going to be your first film camera. I think the XA2 makes a great, perfect documentary camera, and for those moments of documenting your life and everything like that. But I don't think you can really expect to do any serious work, as horrible and gross as that sounds. I don't think you can do any serious work with it because you have such limited controls. You know, it's a fixed 35mm f3.5 lens. I found myself wanting to shoot more and more serious work and have more control and have more control over my focusing and everything like that, but I can't do that on this camera. If you've not shot on film before, it's probably best that you nail down the fundamentals and, you know, nailing your shutter speeds and your ISO and your focusing and everything like that before you look into a camera like this. it's limiting, and that's good, but like I said, it can also have its negatives. And maybe you don't want to shoot serious work. That's absolutely fine. Who am I to tell you? But I think that if this is your first camera and you really want to get into film photography, you should look to nail those fundamentals to then take you forward, because that will just ultimately help you with everything moving forward anyway.
Joss,
Optimus Prime. Yes.
today marks the day. It is your 2-year anniversary here at OTTR Works, Ottr Works, the animal, the passion, the creative fluidity of this company. How has the past 729 days been?
Is that right?
Probably.
It's really hard to even put it into words how the past few years have been, because it's felt like it's flown by, but also like I've been here a lot longer than I have. Dan put out an Instagram post about my 2 years here, and it's really odd looking back at photos of me those 2 years ago, because I looked like an absolute fetus. I had no facial hair, I was underdeveloped, I had very few skills. It's nice and interesting to look at the creative I've become, because I owe a lot of my teachings to Ben and Dan, because I was merely a junior creative when I joined.
Let's say that, in a year's time we're going to watch this footage back on your 3rd anniversary.
Yeah.
What message do you want to say to yourself?
Well done for making it. I hope that Joss in a year's time has a lot more confidence and is much more direct when it comes to opinions, thoughts, feelings, and at creating videos and content. So Joss, in a year's time, I hope you're there, or I hope you're at least on the way there. And yeah, you're looking great, I must say. That beard is mighty fine, and your body is fantastic.
Thank you, Joss.
No worries.
As a boss, I hope you don't become more confident and argumentative. Please stay the same.
Okay.
Max, anything from you?
Stay to it.
Sometimes life can be out of focus, but all you need to do is align your goals.
Wow,
Is that good?
that was really good. It came into focus when you said that.
Having said all of that, I think the XA2 is a fantastic daily carry camera. With my particular one, I have started to get a slight light leak coming through this edge here, but I'm not the kind of person to be precious with my gear. I'm using it, it's going to get tossed in bags and things. So it has started to come away a little, but it's the tiniest little slither down the edge of some images that I can just crop out. It's durable, it does the job at the end of the day. You can get them for under £100, and I think for what you're going to get out of it, it's a really worthwhile investment. So yes, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, it means a lot to us. And if you haven't seen the first video, you can click on the video that's now below me to check that out. But yes, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.